My guests today all have a tie to the military. The gentleman to my left is Morgan Wade. He's a professional BMX freestyle rider, but he also does a program called Bikes Over Baghdad that we'll tell you about in a minute. The gentlemen to my right are Medal of Honor recipients, Gary Littrell and Mike Thornton. So there's an event coming up that they're all involved in promoting. We're going to tell you about that in a moment. It's called the Tribute to Valor Weekend. It's October 12th and 13th. Gary, tell us about this event and what the nature of it is.
The Tribute to Valor Weekend is oriented around the youth of America. We have we have three groups that will participate in the funding. The first is our Medal of Honor Recipients Character Development Program, the Gary Sinise Foundation Snowball Express, which is children, Gold Star children that have lost a parent. Real important to me, because this December we're taking 2,000 Gold Star children to Disney for a week. And we're also working with an organization called STEM, Science, Technology, Engineering, and Math. So those are the three organizations. As we move forward, we want our organization to concentrate on youth of America.
There are evening events, there's a dinner, there's a gala. One of the things that this is intended to benefit is to help with the character development program you guys have put together. Tell us what the nature of it is and why you guys are so passionate about it.
Because we're trying to further the minds of the youth out there, but we're also trying to give them a step up, because they're the future of America. And there's a lot of things that aren't taught in school today. And when you talk about character development, integrity stuff, it's about not talking about just yourself. It's about talking about helping each other, being a team, working together. Because like I say, these kids are the future. But what I want these kids to really understand about the character development and stuff, that freedom is not free. Freedom is written in blood. And so many men and women have sacrificed the utmost for them to enjoy this asset to better their lives, for them to keep moving forward.
And this program involves attributes, important things like integrity, courage, sacrifice, and that's what the program tries to teach them. Those are things that obviously you find compelling as well, because those are the sorts of things that these guys embody. What's the source behind what you do with your Bikes Over Baghdad program and why you're motivated to do it?
Well, I owe the ability to do what I do as a profession to gentlemen like these guys over here and all the other thousands of troops that are fighting for our freedom. To be able to go over and give something back means a lot more than going on TV on a big contest and winning a silly medal that doesn't really amount to anything other than a trinket when you compare it to real life stuff. So being able to give back in a way means the world to me. And that's exactly what these gentlemen are doing with this dinner that's coming up, being able to give back to the families that have sacrificed.
Morgan takes folks from his sport, they go over, they do shows for the troops, raise their morale, things like that. When you see somebody like that do something like that, does that make you feel like, hey, maybe some of this, what you're promoting, has succeeded?
Yes, I think as I've spoken to Morgan early, he's taking this and he's trying to give back to America. He's trying to give back because he understands freedom is not free. And he's trying to say, I want to do my part as an American. You don't have to wear the cloth of the uniform for doing the right thing. You can be a good American just by being a good American and doing the right thing because it's the right thing to do.
Gary, at this Tribute to Valor Weekend, there are going to be a number of Medal of Honor recipients there. What is neat for you about getting to see these folks, interact with them, share stories, etc.?
I didn't hear a word you said.
We're in a gym and it's raining outside, so that's a lot of what you're hearing, which is why Gary didn't hear what I said. We're wearing mics so you can hear me. What I was interested in hearing about was, when you're at this weekend, at this Tribute to Valor Weekend, you're going to have other Medal of Honor recipients like Mike there. What do you enjoy about getting to interact with those folks, and what the public might enjoy about that?
Well, the majority of the recipients that will be there, Mike and I have known since October 1973. So this is my brother. Okay, he's closer to me than my blood brothers will ever be. So to me, it's a chance to have another family reunion. I have my brothers around. We tell stories about each other. We don't tell combat stories. We tell family stories. Mike watched my kids grow up. He's watched my grandkids grow up. I his. That's what this means to me. For military and civilian people attending, they get the opportunity of a lifetime. There are only 73 of us alive. To be in a room with 18 recipients is a lifetime experience for them.
Morgan, last question is for you. You now have the opportunity through what you do to meet folks like this and to interact with them. What do you relish about getting to talk to folks like Mike and Gary?
I'm just honored to be in your presence, gentlemen. So thank you for your service and for everything you've done that allow me to live the life I live and the rest of America.
So thank you for what you do, buddy.
Thank you, sir.
Appreciate it.
Amazing stories. Gary, Mike, and Morgan, they all are of the same mind. Tribute to Valor Weekend coming up October 12th and 13th. For these guys, for the Fort Worth Weekly, I'm Russ Olson.